By popular demand, we're going to do the weapon tier list. This one's going to be for Arrancar, so let's get started. Fire Knight Greatsword, probably one of the best weapons in the game. It's really good if you want to play passive or if you just want to play for cooldowns. You got a decent M1 combo, fairly fast, pretty big range because you swing a huge sword. Your forward crit, you run forward with full hyper armor. You can jump to make this go a lot further as well. It does decent damage. It also sets them up for like a parry check. You can just immediately throw a move after this, and you might hit it, which is pretty cool. The neutral crit though is amazing. It's basically like a finger's arrow, but it comes off your weapon, and it goes very far. I think it also guard breaks. So if they're not expecting that, free guard break, free combo start, and I think these actually share separate cooldowns if I remember correctly. I might be wrong, but definitely S tier. Good M1s, really good crit. It is more of an S key one though. Siphon's Wretch, this is the medic weapon. The M1s are nerfed, they're not this fast anymore. They got nerfed many times, so they're just about as fast as like maybe Ulquiorra crit, or I mean Ulquiorra Katana, sorry. And the crit's okay, you run forward, fairly decent range. You Siphon Ray for everyone in your party, which is kind of cool. And it does like combo extend, you can just kind of throw a move immediately after. It's not true to anything, but they are ragdolled in front of you for a fair bit of time, letting you do that. And you can see the Ray still here. So, I'm probably going to put this B tier. It's an okay weapon. I mean, I'd rather use anything else, to be honest. Ulquiorra Katana would probably be better on Medic, but Legacy Murasama. The M1s are pretty good. The first two are fairly quick, but then the last few are really telegraphed, you see, and it's really annoying when you're trying to, like, M1 somebody and it takes, like, half a second for it to go off. The crit, though, huge AoE. I don't think it guard breaks anymore. I believe you can full block it. They might have buffed it to guard break, but it takes so much time. And when they go into the floor here, like to go invis, you can just M1 them if you have like a good enough reaction time. So just like throw a move. It takes like a second for the move to come out. It looks like they're like unhittable here, but you can just hit it. Like even I end up forgetting. But yeah, I'm probably gonna put this. I low key might put it C tier. The crit's pretty bad. Like other than the huge range, it is pretty easy to cancel. Also the M1s are kind of ass. The new Murasama has insane M1s. They're fairly fast, decent range, way better than the old Mura. The crit, you got two variants. When you're unsheathed, it's going to take a long time to wind up, but you have full hyper armor during it, and you charge a fair bit. Like it's only doing it right here because they're right in front of them, but otherwise it would dash forward to around this distance. And you can also jump to make it slightly further. When you sheath it though, it becomes a lot faster, less wind up, but you don't have hyper armor, so it's pretty good. I'm honestly gonna put it A tier. It's pretty cool though too, because I believe it still gives multiple style bar. It used to give like 2, I believe, and it's fairly low CD. Really fast. You can do it like really close. And yeah. Arrancar Abject. This is probably the best Abject in the entire game. It actually plays like Keto, where you can throw it from range, use it to combo extend. Like the SR one where you pull people in. That one's, it's not hard to hit, but you do also have to be like on top of them, and you don't want to be on top of them when you're in Keto. The Quincy one, it is horrible now. It used to be auto tracking. You have to aim really slow arrows, so it doesn't like help you anyways. This one you can spam huge AoE, guard breaks, steals Ray. It's amazing. I'm gonna put this S tier. Arrancar Yamato. It's got those classic M1s, really fast, good speed, and you can just spam whenever to combo extend. The crit, huge slash in front of you, guard breaks, and it's basically just a great move. Good mix up, especially on speed. The speed usually doesn't have like guard breaks. This one, really good mix up. And if they're guard broken, they should stay in place. This one doesn't show that, but they did change it where the guard break no longer flings them. It is a little harder to like combo extend off this, but it's definitely possible. Like if they get flung the right distance, you can kind of flash cut onto them, time cut onto them, fast fang, depending on how far they get flung. So I'm gonna probably put it S tier. It's probably the best weapon you could run for speed, or one of the best weapons for speed. Unstable, a pretty okay weapon. It's got a fairly decent M1 combo. The crit though, really telegraphed. You're going to grab in front of you and throw them away. It's really hard to combo extend off this. It does guard break though, which is alright, I guess. It also has a variant on Flying Dragon, or the Dragon's Eyes, what it's called now, where you just kind of do like Sukuna slashes in front of you and hit them. It's alright. It's an okay thing, but in my opinion, Grimmjow is probably better if you're playing either of the Hakudas. I'm going to put Unstable onto... I'm put it C tier. It's not too good. Soul Leg, a pretty underrated weapon in my opinion. I don't see a lot of people running it, even though it has really good M1s, and a crit that throws them up to the air and allows you to combo extend. Like, you can just do this into a falling Tor reach. It's just a ton of pressure. Even on ground Hakuda, you could probably just, like, go into a Dragon's Descent off this. Like, it's really fast, decent range on the crit, and sets them up for a perfect combo. So, I might actually put this... I might put it A tier. It's really underrated, really fun. You should try it out. I'm probably gonna make a vid on it. Heat Piercer, a really good M1 combo, almost as fast as Dim Shredder in my opinion. Really, really good M1s. They are short range, but if you can just spam them like whenever, so it doesn't really matter. Crit though, you're gonna throw it through projectiles. They do pretty decent posture. I believe if all of them hit, they guard break, and it also sets you on fire, so it deals a fair bit of damage. The cool thing about it though is that they actually go pretty far, even though the guy's right in front of him. If they weren't, the projectiles get thrown to around this distance back there. So really good for spamming, S keying. It's okay on W keying, but this one's more of a passive weapon in my opinion. Crit though, you have a second follow-up. Once you land the first one, you can teleport to them doing a pretty decent slash. It's pretty telegraphed though, you can hold F. I also believe it doesn't guard break, so you can just hold F and they're fine. But I'm going to put it S tier, really good M1s. Crit is good for S keying, and you can be aggressive with it too, I guess, though. I think it goes without saying, Piety is probably going to go straight to D tier. Okay M1s, the crits have super long end lag, so if you miss, you're just going to be stuck there for a free combo. The ranged crit, this one you can just attack them before, and you can also just hold F, doesn't even guard break, it does high posture, so... Yeah, I'm putting it D tier. Not good. You should never use this. Maybe if you're in a party with a bunch of friends and you're all running Piety, it could be really annoying. But if that's not the case, don't run this. Destello. I'm surprised I don't see a lot of people running this. Pre-SD, this was probably one of the best weapons in the game. Really fast M1s. The crit, you throw it forward, you're going to grab them, throw them away. This has like a huge hitbox. It's actually insane. I don't know if they nerfed it, but it would hit like to the left and right of you, like really far in front of you. And it was just dumb. Also, once you hit it, you had a second variant where you could throw a spear to ragdoll them. And it was also frame 1. I literally got hit by a Fast Fang, and I threw it out and killed them, ending a match. So I could probably put the clip up right now. Yeah, you can literally throw it while stunned. Anyways, both crits have pretty good ragdoll. The first one's actually basically true to the second one, depending on where they get flung. Because, yeah, you can just spam any move afterwards, and you're probably going to force a parry check. I'm going to put it S tier, though. It goes without saying. Piety might have some competition, but Cloud Splitter is one of the worst weapons ever added to this game. It's got cool M1s, I guess, and it's got multiple crits, but all the crits have really long end lag, and you end up doing the wrong crit half the time. Like, even when I was trying to do it, like, I know the forward crit is this one, I'd sometimes pull out the standing crit and do this really long, like, wind up into these 4 strikes that don't even do that high damage, and then you're just stuck there like a dumbass getting hit because they'll just move out of the way. The backwards crit's even worse. You just stand still with hyper armor. Sure, it does damage, but you're also going to take like a bar of damage before your crit comes off, so it doesn't even matter. D tier. Scar, it's got good M1s and a decent crit, but the crit doesn't combo extend into anything, which kind of sucks. Like, it just throws them pretty far off away from you. And I like most of my crits to extend, so I'm probably going to put this B tier. It's alright, does the job, but I don't see why you'd use it over any of the other weapons. Serpent Breaker or whatever, I don't know what it's fucking called. M1's pretty decent, very telegraphed though. Unlike Greatsword, it doesn't have hyper armor, so that really takes away from it. Other than the good range, the M1s are fairly bad. Crit though, pull everyone in, it's a guard break and also cripples them for a little bit afterwards. It's a pretty decent crit, but I probably wouldn't use this over any of the other weapons in the game. I'm going to put it B tier just because it's not bad, but it's also not great. Sarrow Crusher, easy S tier, insanely fast M1s, crits true off a lot of stuff, it's semi-true into a lot of stuff because it combo extends, and it's just insanely fast, decent range, and yeah, it also has variants. You can, if you get 45 keto, this one doesn't really change anything, it's just maybe slightly more damage. S crit, you never want to use, this one's way too telegraphed, has a ton of end lag, or wind up, and then for very little reward. But yeah, S tier, if you want, you can check my Groundhog in a video. I went crazy with it and show you all the true combos. Blood Edge, this weapon used to be sleeper good. Its crit used to be true into like Rising and like a bunch of moves because it had like a bunch of stun at the end. But now I think you have slightly more end lag or the stun's reduced, so there's really no point in using this. Like Serpentite Breaker, whatever that weapon's called, it's got pretty slow on ones. And I don't believe it has hyper armor. Yeah, it doesn't have hyper armor. Air crit, you jump in the air, slam down. Probably don't ever want to use this. And forward crit, decent range, I guess, but it doesn't really set up into anything anymore. So I'm going to put this C tier. Hollow Burden, probably S tier. Really fast M1s. Crit charges a very long distance, guard breaks, and keeps them in front of you for a decent combo start. It also charges up after 3 crits. Your 4th one's going to be insanely fast, go really far. I believe it's also like semi-true off parry because it's like insanely, it's like sped up like insane. Like, look at that. So yeah, definitely S tier. Calibre, pretty decent M1s, fairly decent range, but it also has a lot of windup, so it's easy to parry. Crit, really good. It's kind of like, what's that one weapon called? The Harebell's Dagger, where it has pretty decent range. This one also guard breaks and ragdolls them. Pretty hard to combo extend, though, off of most of the time. Air crit, this one has a lot more windup now. It used to be like frame 1. You could use this to cancel a lot of moves, especially if you were against Air Hakata. You could just use this, get out, escape. But yeah, you probably don't want to use this variant ever. It does like no damage at all. It does like 5 damage at most. So yeah, I'm probably going to put the C tier. It's usable, but you probably don't want to use it. Neliel Katana, a really broken weapon, really fast M1s, a crit that is very fast, almost true off parry, has like almost no startup, really hard to parry. You can also hold it down to charge towards people from a really long distance, and it's a good gap close. Definitely going to go S tier though. Ellipsin, another really good weapon, decent M1s, and a crit that has huge range and decent stun, allowing you to combo extend off this. Like, you could just do this into spam M1s, into like any quick move, and they're kind of stuck there. It's also a little more of a delayed crit, so most people will probably get guard broken by it if they don't know the timing for it. You also have a S-hold variant where you do this one guard breaks, and has pretty decent range. Probably wouldn't use it though, it's pretty telegraphed, unless you like catch him off flash step and you just throw this out. It's kind of funny. But I'm gonna put that S tier, still one of my favorite weapons. Bearglass, it's got decent M1s, I guess. Crit's pretty fun. It's a very delayed crit, has a decent stun at the end. I don't think it's true to anything, even if they're frozen, but it's kind of fun to mess around with. It's not a bad weapon by any means, but there's definitely better weapons out there. I'm going to throw it into B tier. Ulquiorra Katana, one of the best feeling M1s in the game. Like, I honestly think they're the best M1s for any weapon in the game ever. They're just so smooth, and they have like really good range, decent speed. Crit though, really amazing. You can fully control it while you're going. You can jump to make it go further. It guard breaks fast, huge range, and you can kind of feint it by critting and then just turning around if you want to do that as well. So a lot of mix-ups you can do with this move. Amazing on any build. Easy S tier. Tessin, it's a pretty decent weapon. Good M1s, and the crit pulls them in from pretty far. Guard breaks, but also don't think you can combo extend off it because the first slash is the one that guard breaks, and then the second one hits them, canceling your guard break. So it's more of a fun weapon. It's not bad by any means, but it's also not great. Like, a lot of weapons are like that for Arrancar, so I'm gonna put it B tier. You can definitely make it work though. Harebell Dagger, you've got good M1s, pretty fast, almost as fast as Dim Shard in my opinion. First, you've got 2 parts in your crit. The first one slashes in front of you, that one guard breaks. Second one also does guard break, or it does heal, it does high posture, I forget which. But the cool thing about it is though that if the first part gets like parried, the second one still comes out, which is pretty annoying. It's got decent range, and you can kind of just throw the crit out whenever. It's just like a free arrow. Air crit, never do this variant, but I'm probably gonna put this. I'll put it B tier. It could push A tier. It's definitely viable, but the crit kind of can kill it because it has a fair bit of windup. Grimjaw Claws, easy S tier, really good M1s, fairly fast. They have a bleed effect as well once you hit them 5 times. The crit, amazing. You can jump to extend it. You can just use it whenever. Up tilts, guard breaks, fast. I mean, what else could you ask for a Hakata weapon? Barrigan's Axe, you should never use this. Really long windup M1s, a crit that has hyper, but also very little range. It used to be kind of broken though, because it used to have a ton of stun, and you can do it into Rising, I believe, like semi-true. But that's a gimmick. You don't really need to use this weapon to get that out, and if you miss your crit, you're gonna get punished. So I'm gonna actually put this one C tier. It's not that viable. Nell Lance, pretty decent M1s. They are on the slow end though, so I kind of don't like this weapon. Crit though, if you're good at S keying, you can just spam this crit whenever. It's got a really hard to parry projectile that goes fairly far. I also think they'd change it to make it so the crit doesn't guard break at further distances, but it's still really oppressive to just spam this, and then the stun is enough to make a combo start. It's not true to anything because I keep nerfing the stun, like I said, but it's definitely still a really good weapon. I'm gonna put S tier. Narita Scythe, it's got okay M1s and a crit that is really fun because it guard breaks and also disables them for a little bit. They can't flash step and they're crippled. So I'm honestly gonna put this A tier. It's probably better than most of the weapons in B tier. Alright, that's where I'm probably going to end it. I'm just going to move 2 things real quick. Fire Knight Greatsword is going to go to A tier. It's a good crit still, but it is fairly longer startup than the others. And the thing about crits is you want a fast crit. Yamato, I'm probably going to also put it A tier. It's got good M1s, good crit, but the crit is fairly predictable and also can't really combo extend most of the time, unlike these other ones in S tier. Abject staying up there is still really annoying to fight against. Heat Piercer I'll leave as well. Destello's fine, Sarah Crusher, all these ones in S tier are really broken. A tier is also really good, really viable, and you should probably use anything S and A. B tier, these ones They're mostly gimmick weapons or just weapons that are decent overall, but not the best. C and D tier you probably don't ever want to use.